Welcome to our exploration of the enigmatic maritime routes under South America. We delve into the challenging oceanic paths that have historically tested sailors, from the daring voyages around Cape Horn to the transformative impacts of the Panama Canal. What makes these waters so daunting, and how have they become embedded in maritime myth? Today, we'll explore the geographical challenges, unpredictable weather, and strong currents that make navigating these waters a daunting task. We'll also discuss how the Panama Canal has provided a safer and more efficient alternative, reshaping global maritime routes. Additionally, we'll examine the environmental protections and political factors that influence contemporary shipping. Join us as we uncover the secrets of these perilous waters and the stories of those who dared to navigate them. Are you ready to delve into a part of maritime history filled with intrigue and human ingenuity? Let's chart these mysterious waters together. During the Age of Exploration, the maritime routes under South America, particularly those rounding the fearsome Cape Horn, were crucial yet perilous paths for the world's bravest explorers. As they sought new lands and trading routes, navigators like Ferdinand Magellan confronted the unknown with a mixture of dread and determination. Magellan's expedition, which marked the first circumnavigation of the Earth, highlighted the strategic importance of these southern waters, but also underscored the extreme risks involved. His journey through the treacherous Strait of Magellan was a testament to the daunting challenges faced by sailors attempting to connect the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans. Cape Horn, situated at the southernmost tip of the South American continent, was especially notorious for its harsh weather conditions, including violent storms and unpredictable winds that could change direction without warning. These hazardous conditions made the Cape a graveyard of ships, with numerous recorded shipwrecks along its rocky coasts. The turbulent waters around the Cape were so feared that many sailors were known to pray for deliverance as they approached, hoping to avoid the fate that befell so many before them. Historical accounts and period images of battered ships and tumultuous seas provide a vivid illustration of the perils that awaited those who dared to navigate these routes. Despite the immense dangers, the lure of faster trading routes and the promise of new territories continued to draw maritime explorers to these waters. Over time, the experiences and tales of survival from these early expeditions contributed significantly to naval lore, inspiring both caution and awe in equal measure. The strategic importance of controlling these routes also intensified international competition and exploration efforts, setting the stage for further maritime adventures and the eventual push toward safer, more reliable alternatives like the Panama Canal. The legacy of these treacherous journeys not only shaped the routes we know today, but also the very history of global exploration and trade. The geographic region around South America, particularly near Cape Horn, is notorious for its unpredictable and severe weather conditions. Sailors navigating these waters face frequent and violent storms that can arise suddenly and without warning. The area is also known for its dense fog, which can drastically reduce visibility and increase the risk of collision with unseen icebergs or rocky outcrops. These weather conditions, combined with the region's natural remoteness, create a navigational nightmare that historically has tested the limits of human skill and endurance in maritime exploration. Compounding the challenges posed by harsh weather are the strong ocean currents that swirl around the southern tip of South America. These currents can be treacherous, often pushing ships off course and making navigation even more hazardous. The interaction between these currents and the severe weather patterns creates a daunting environment for any vessel. Furthermore, the scarcity of safe harbors adds a critical level of difficulty to voyages. With few protected ports available for emergency anchorage, ships caught in a storm have limited options for refuge, which historically has led to tragic losses at sea. These geographical challenges have shaped the maritime strategies employed in this part of the world. Explorers and commercial mariners had to develop detailed knowledge of the local winds and waters, often relying on the experiences of those who navigated them before. The daunting conditions also spurred advancements in maritime technology and design, as engineers sought to build ships capable of withstanding the extreme forces they would encounter. The history of navigation around Cape Horn is not just a tale of human versus nature, but also a story of adaptation and innovation in the face of overwhelming odds. The Panama Canal stands as a monumental engineering feat that has dramatically reshaped global maritime routes. Opened in 1914, the canal was one of the largest and most challenging engineering projects ever undertaken, involving the excavation of vast amounts of earth and the creation of an enormous lock system to lift ships over the Isthmus of Panama. This engineering marvel allowed vessels to bypass the perilous journey around Cape Horn by providing a much shorter and safer passage between the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans. The impact of the Panama Canal on global trade and navigation cannot be overstated, as it significantly reduces travel time and fuel consumption for shipping routes. Just as the Panama Canal revolutionized maritime routes, AI Open Doors Unlimited Upgrade can transform your business landscape. Enhance your company's client acquisition effortlessly with our state-of-the-art AI tools designed to generate leads and streamline your processes efficiently. Embrace the future of business with our comprehensive platform and experience the ease of growing your client base like never before. Take the step today to optimize your operations and elevate your market position. Using a comparative map to illustrate the traditional sailing routes around Cape Horn and the modern routes through the Panama Canal highlights the drastic differences in both distance and safety. The map clearly shows how ships can avoid the hazardous southern seas and instead pass through the canal in a controlled, much safer, and time-efficient manner. This has not only made global shipping more economical but also more predictable and less vulnerable to the natural perils that characterize the southern tip of South America. The strategic importance of the Panama Canal has only grown over the years, prompting several expansions and technological upgrades to accommodate larger modern vessels and increased maritime traffic. The canal's ability to adapt to changing shipping needs and its role in facilitating international trade have cemented its status as a critical artery in the global transportation network. As ships continue to utilize this route, the relevance of the treacherous waters around Cape Horn has diminished, shifting from a busy maritime corridor to a route now primarily navigated for challenge or necessity rather than economic efficiency. If you're intrigued by how pivotal structures like the Panama Canal continue to shape global trade, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the like button. Want to share your thoughts or have any questions about the impact of such megastructures? Leave a comment below. We love to hear from you and engage in discussions about these fascinating topics. Recent environmental regulations have led to the establishment of various marine protected areas, MPAs, around the globe, including in regions around South America. These MPAs are designed to conserve marine biodiversity by restricting certain activities that could harm the local ecosystem. For maritime routes, this means altered pathways to avoid environmentally sensitive areas, potentially lengthening travel times but significantly reducing ecological damage. Such zones are critical for the preservation of marine life and habitats that could be adversely affected by heavy maritime traffic, oil spills, and other pollutants commonly associated with shipping. Political considerations also play a crucial role in shaping maritime routes. Issues of sovereignty and territorial waters can lead to complex navigational and operational challenges for international shipping. For instance, political tensions or disputes over maritime boundaries can result in restricted access to certain waters, forcing shipping companies to alter their routes to comply with international law. This is particularly relevant in areas where strategic passages are controlled by a single nation or where there are ongoing territorial disputes. Moreover, the increasing focus on the environmental impact of shipping has led to tighter regulations that integrate both environmental and political factors. Emission control areas, ECAs, for example, are designated regions where ships are legally bound to use cleaner fuels to minimize air pollution. Compliance with these regulations not only affects operational costs, but also influences the diplomatic relationships between countries as they navigate the balance between economic interests and environmental protection. Thus, both environmental and political landscapes are integral to determining the most feasible and responsible maritime routes in today's global shipping industry. The Cape Horn region is steeped in maritime mythology, with countless tales of ghost ships and sea monsters that have both fascinated and frightened sailors over the centuries. One of the most famous legends associated with these treacherous waters is that of the Flying Dutchman, a ghost ship doomed to sail the oceans forever. The myth suggests that the ship, captained by a man who defied God's will, now appears with a ghostly glow to doomed vessels and is considered an omen of misfortune. Stories like these have been passed down through generations of sailors and remain part of the lore surrounding the Cape, adding a layer of supernatural intrigue to the already formidable reputation of the region. These myths and legends have had a profound cultural impact, shaping how generations perceive and narrate the experiences of maritime navigation around South America. The stories of spectral ships and the wrath of the sea gods have been incorporated into the collective maritime culture, influencing not just superstitions but also the very culture of seafaring communities. These tales have been a source of inspiration for numerous literary and artistic works, further embedding them in the cultural consciousness associated with the sea. Moreover, these narratives have contributed to a respect and awe for the power of nature that is palpable among those who navigate these waters. This cultural impact extends beyond the sailors and their communities to influence literature, cinema, and even modern media, where the Cape Horn and its surrounding waters are often depicted as the ultimate test of human endurance and courage against the untamable forces of nature. The blend of historical fact and mythological fabric provides a rich tapestry that continues to draw the fascination of people worldwide, highlighting the human need to give meaning and narrative to the natural challenges they face. As we conclude our voyage through the enigmatic maritime routes under South America, we've uncovered the intricate blend of natural and geopolitical factors that steer ships away from these waters. From the treacherous currents of the Drake Passage to the political complexities of the region, navigating these southern seas presents unique challenges that have historically influenced global shipping paths. Understanding why ships choose to avoid these routes not only enlightens us about the practical aspects of modern navigation, but also opens a window into the dynamic interplay between nature and human enterprise. It's a vivid reminder of how geography and human decisions shape the routes and routines of global commerce. Now that we've navigated the mysteries of maritime routes, why not change course and explore how we power our world? If you're intrigued by the forces that shape our global travels, you'll be equally fascinated by the battle of the titans in the field of renewable energy. Dive into our previous video, The Energy Showdown, Solar Panels versus Wind Turbines, What You Didn't Know, where we pit these two powerhouses against each other in a quest to find out which might light up our future. Just click the link on your screen to continue the journey. From the depths of the sea to the heights of sustainable energy, let's keep exploring and uncovering the stories that power our world. Stay curious and join us as we unravel more mysteries and marvels of our planet.